need to turn them down a little bit.
Yeah, you're good, though. You're on.
Okay. Don't go anytime. We're on. You gonna start it?
For volume?
Huh?
We're on. Good evening, folks. This is Rory Cheney and Daryl Hobson here for the opening game of the season, 2015 Crawfordsville Athenians. We have the visiting Cascade Cadets joining us tonight, and we are about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff. As the teams have yet to come back out on the field from the locker room. It's approximately about 80 degrees, sunny skies. Weather is perfect for Friday night football.
Only thing to contend with is the sun. Staring into the sun for the home fans.
Crawfordsville fans never get a break from the sun. When you're away, you're going to look into it, and when you're home, you're going to look into it.
Can you hear me, Rory?
I can hear you.
I can't hear myself. Usually I can hear myself when I'm talking to these, but I can't. But it's okay, I guess. I just can't hear myself in my headphones. I don't know why. I'll get used to it. Well, we might point out that this is a new link. If you found us here, the iHigh is gone, and this is the new link. We're broadcasting through YouTube, live through YouTube, and I guess you can catch it delayed the same way through the same link. But same facility or same software that we used last year with Production Truck, so hopefully we won't have any issues. Seems like we have to have an issue every game, but
if we do, we'll work through it.
That's right.
Always wanted to be a YouTube sensation, so I guess this is our chance.
Well, just don't blow it. Hey, we could take a look while we're waiting on the teams to come out. You said you didn't have any scouting report, but I don't know anything about Cascade.
Now, Cascade is a 1A school, plays in the Western Indiana Conference. Last season, they were 1-9 under Coach Jason Thompson. This is going into his 4th season with the Cadets. I believe they have a new starting quarterback in junior Chase Edwards. And from the starting rosters that we saw, appeared that they had 5 wide receivers listed. So I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit of a wide open offense, which is what you usually see these days in high school. Everybody's playing something spread, pistol, shotgun, whatever it may be. Opening things up, making things a lot of fun for the kids and for the fans, hopefully. The Athenians are going to be led by junior quarterback Trenton Johnson, who's back for his 2nd season as a starter. In the backfield, they have Tyler Bilyeu, Tyler Goodell, wideouts Elliott Stewart.
And a little bit of speed there, too, Rory. I think you look at Bilyeu, I know he's got some speed as well. Goodell came on last year and really ran the ball well for the Athenians.
He did. He started as the what they call their 3-back, which is the back behind the quarterback in the pistol formation. And he looks like he's bulked up a little bit. He's a stout little guy, 5'6", 185 is what they have him in the program. But he ran hard last week in the scrimmage against Sheridan. So he is running with some downhill force here. And the wideouts, they really have a good set of tall wideouts, which is not something that every school has available to them. Both their wideouts are about 6'4", 6'5", and Elliott Stewart and Connor Smith. Connor being the senior and Elliott's a junior. Giving Trent some really good options on the outside areas of the field.
And now introducing the starting team.
Well, the Athenians,
Crawfordsville Athenians,
of course, open tonight here with Cascade, and then they travel down to Terre Haute to take on West Vigo, 3A school, and then September the 4th, open up conference action on the road at Western Boone. And it's pretty much the traditional order of the schedule after that, hosting Frankfort, and then going on the road to Southmont, or hosting North Montgomery, and then 2 road games, October 2nd at Lebanon and October 9th at Tri-West, and then closing out the regular season, hosting Danville on October 16th. So, of course, Lebanon moved up to 3 or 4A. I believe that was last year.
Yes.
And Frankfort, surprisingly, 4A also. I did not realize that Frankfort was a 4A school in football. If what we're reading is correct.
It's not because of their tournament success, I can tell you.
No.
It's got to be school size moving up there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they did. We might point out that teams are walking out, and you see number 33 displayed there. Two of the guys carrying out. That is the number of their former teammate, Tyler Reeves. So this will be a very emotional night for Tyler's parents. Just
an honorary captain tonight, Tyler Reeves.
Yeah, just a
something you'll never forget, I guess.
Tragic accident that you don't want happening to anybody, let alone somebody in your community. And kids have come together since that accident, I know, and they've really dedicated their off-season work and dedicated the season to Tyler and his memory. And I think they'll really pay him a nice tribute during the season with their efforts. And the baseball team did the same, and look to carry it on here with the football team this year.
Well, yeah, they started off really a lot of momentum for the baseball team last spring, as they started out winning all their games, climbed up in the rankings as high as number 2. So, any predictions for this game? If you read the Journal Review, I saw that there was unanimous picking Crawfordsville for the victory.
Well, I think that's the prediction I'm going to go with. Crawfordsville, bigger school, bigger kids, more kids, typically plays a big part in the outcome. However, some of the smaller schools, they have athletes. They have the right people in the right places, and they can make the plays. And that's going to determine every ball game. It's whoever goes out there and makes the plays. Crawfordsville has the tools, and they just have to execute. So looks like Crawfordsville will be kicking off, and deep for Cascade, I believe is number 22.
That's a good kick.
Takes it at the 5. Breaks it up the middle. It's brought down about around the 32-yard line.
Isaac Garindo with the return.
Saw Paul Salter in there on the ticker. So the Cadets will take the ball 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. We'll see what kind of a formation they come out in.
Boy, Trent Johnson looks tall out there. Of course, he is pretty tall.
He is.
But he really looks. And Goodell, as you mentioned, boy, he is really bulked up. He's a wide body. Number 42 on the stride here.
So that's a pistol formation for the Cadets. Quarterback keeper, Chase Edwards.
Chase Edwards, the ball carrier.
So it's really a mirror offense of what Crawfordsville is going to run if they continue with the pistol formation. They do, just on that play there, I read, they do a little bit different on their read option, where the back comes across the front of the quarterback. We'll see. Edwards again in the backfield. They got trips to the left. With Mo underneath, it's a jet sweep. 22's on.
Flag down in the
Johnson
backfield.
comes flying from the safety position and levels the kid. We do have a flag in play.
Goodell did a good job playing off his block, but couldn't make the tackle. But looks like it's going to come back.
It's like a chop block.
Chop block, Cascade.
Chop block is one engaged high, one engaged low. Can't do that against the defensive players. Or anybody for that matter.
Well, that's a good rule to help protect those knees and lower extremities.
Yes. Speaking of knees, Crawfordsville's lost a starter this week, Calvin Cheney. Practice on Tuesday, got rolled up on.
I had not heard that.
I have first-hand knowledge. Took him to the doctor today, an MRI on it, and I'll have a result on Tuesday. Hopefully it's just a sprain, but hopefully there's no tear there, so he's on the sideline. Starting right tackle and middle linebacker. So again, they're going jet right this time.
Well, they're picking up yards on those plays. Even on a quarterback keeper, able to gain 5. The only thing that stopped them so far has been the penalty. But that is going to bring up 3rd and long now, Roy.
3rd and 10 here for the Cadets from their starting spot at the 33.
3rd down.
See if they choose to go to the air this time. Trips left. Running back offsets to the right. He's going to throw the bubble screen to 22 Greta, and it's a drop pass.
Hit him in a bad place there, Rory.
Right in the hands.
I think he took a little shot to the arm. He's kind of holding his arm a little funny there.
For the 4th down.
It's one of those bubble screens that that wide receiver, if he doesn't get it quickly and tucked away, he's looking for the defenders coming because he knows they're coming. And if you get a quick corner or a quick safety out there on him, he can really blow things up.
Edwards is the punter, looks like, the quarterback. So
we'll have to watch that to see if they have something up their sleeve down the road. Bill used deep for Crawfordsville. It's a run. He's keeping it. Is he out of bounds?
Stepped out of bounds.
Marked him short. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Wow.
Gutsy call.
Yeah.
Coach Thompson. It's a way to build momentum, but it's also a way to get yourself in a hole if you don't get it. So Crawfordsville will take over 1st and 10 at the Cadet 40-yard line going in. See what they can do with the field position here.
I don't remember the full story, but I remember reading a little bit about it last year. A coach, I think it's in Texas, and he's been a coach a long time, never punts. Never punts.
The percentages are with him when he goes for it.
If you've got a really good defense, you can do that too.
Cadets have 2 deep.
Johnson with a keeper right up the middle. On the option, read option, I guess.
Yep, I believe they call that one the Q power. It's a read coming across the top or across underneath the quarterback, and he can choose to give or keep it right up the middle.
I guess on the 2-read option, it's when you're looking at the defensive end.
Right. Cadets looks like they're playing with a 4-3. Pistol formation. Johnson takes a snap, gives it right up the middle to Goodell. Or to Bill U, that is. Or no, that's Goodell. I always get the Tylers mixed up here, but nice gain. It looks like about 6, at least for the Athenians, down to the 24-yard line.
Nice hole opened up by the offensive line there.
So we got senior Ryan Barr at center. His history's been at tackle. So again, pistol formation. Johnson takes a snap. It's going to get rid of it quickly. Throws a little short of Connor Smith on the slant there.
We had Bill U wide open out here in the flats, but the pressure didn't enable him to really get a good read on that.
Yeah, hard to see downfield when you've got 3 defenders staring you in the face. So it'll be 3rd and 4 from the 24.
Well, this might be 4-down territory for the Athenians early in the game as well.
I would guess so. I understand the Athenians picked up a place kicker off of the soccer team, so we'll have to see how that goes.
And we're going to find out real quick here, Rory.
Give up the middle to Goodell for basically no gain. It's going to bring up 4th down, so we'll see what Coach Hammonds does here on this call.
And Jesse Van Ness with the tackle for the Cadets.
Going for it.
4th down for Crawfordsville.
It's going trips right on this one. Running back offset to the right. Cadets are coming. Trent scrambling to the left.
Got a guy wide
To
open.
the end zone. We have a touchdown, Crawfordsville.
Elliott Stewart on the reception.
Trent scrambled to his left, got free, kind of broke down the defense. Stewart followed him right to the front corner of the end zone. Trent lofted it up there for him. Elliott made a great catch to secure the ball and get his feet in.
Great job by Johnson to avoid the rush and then throw the ball. It's going to your left. Not an easy throw for a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, and he laid it out there nicely where Stewart could just run underneath it.
Very difficult thing to do, especially for a young guy.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of arm strength to do that. Kick is up by Dia, and it's good. So we've got a Crawfordsville 7, Cadets nothing to start the game off. So there, that fourth down attempt by the Cadets on the fake punt. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Well, the difference, Crawfordsville goes for it on fourth down and get the long play. We should tell them, we do not have any commercials to run this year, so we may just stop talking once in a while. You probably don't want to listen to us anyway, but
yeah, if we need to get a drink or take a break, we're gonna silence. Sometimes silence is good. My mom always told me that.
Better to listen than to talk. That's why God gave you 2 ears, one mouth, right? Well, we got to talk a little bit. So what was that number? I forgot already. Coach Norris has a grandson on this team.
Number 54, he is a freshman, Cameron Ginter. I believe he's starting on the offensive line for the Cadets. He's a 5'11", 200-pound freshman. We'll see if we can find him out there at some point during this game. Coach Norris, a long-time coach and employee of Crawfordsville Community Schools.
Well, he's got a really good first name. I like that. Oh, he kept it in bounds. Oh.
That's not good. Go back down.
He tripped. I think it's okay. He doesn't get a yellow card or a red card, but just he saved a touchdown. Well, you might point out that is a soccer player back there trying to tackle somebody, and he's not really used to that.
Yeah, he probably doesn't go through a whole lot of tackling drills, mainly kicking drills here. But Athenians kickoff team again just kind of gave up a big lane right up the middle, which is, of course, not something you want to have happening, but especially 2 in a row. So the ball was returned to about just shy of the Crawfordsville 30-yard line.
Oh, they're waving it
off. So they're going to wave the flag off. Apparently, if they take it, it might be a re-kick.
Oh.
Replay the down. I'm not sure how that one's called, so they're taking the play, which is, of course, the obvious thing to do.
Ball right at the 30-yard line.
A little bit of a different formation here for the Cadets, still in the pistol, but they're going to offset back to the left as well, so a little bit of power. The give off the right-hand side. Picks up about 3.
28 on the carry. Dylan Musgrove, the 5'9", 190-pound senior. I liked he kept the pile moving downhill. After initial contact, he got hit pretty close to the line of scrimmage and then still managed to get about 3 yards.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the defense holds up here, and don't know how deep the Athenians are, especially at the line positions.
A lot of guys go both ways, and you mentioned 80 degrees. Not terrible, but when you're dressed in full gear football uniform and no breeze, that'll wear on you as the game goes along.
Same formation. They fake the give this time, and Edwards kicks it out to the left side. He's going to block from the wide receiver. He's chased down by Elliott Stewart on the tackle. Nice pursuit by Stewart.
Brought down by Elliott Stewart.
Picked up about another 4 yards on it. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for Cascade at the 23-yard line.
The Athenians might have 2 of the tallest safeties in the conference. Stewart listed at 6'3", and Johnson at 6'2".
Size can help you back there.
Yeah.
You need to knock down some balls. All right, let's see how Crawfordsville does on this short yardage play here. Pistol formation. Offset to the right. Give to the fullback. He stopped a little short. It's going to be close to a first down marker.
Fourth and the
official on the far side is calling it a fourth down.
Right bar with the tackle for the Athenians.
Well, a little bit more favorable position for his fourth down call this time than the previous time.
Fourth down, here we go.
Let's see what the interior of this Athenian defense is made of here. My guess is the quick handoff.
Well, you got big number 71 right in the middle there, Rory. Derek Linton, 6'1", 285.
Linton's a big guy. I believe he's seen the first varsity action a lot of this year. In the pistol. There's the short give. Oh, he tried to keep it to the outside. Stumbled on his own back. Was taken down in the backfield by Gage Gerd, his number 10, sophomore, starting tonight. Great pursuit and penetration there by the Athenians to get through the line. Really just poor execution on the Cadets' part. So turnover on downs will bring it up 1st and 10 for the Athenians on their own 25.
Athenians have stopped them on 4th down twice.
1st and 10 for Crawfordsville.
Ball sitting right at the 25-yard line, so 75 yards to go, just under 6 minutes left in the opening quarter here.
Pistol formation with two receivers to each side. Motion to the left. Johnson keeps it up the middle. Nice gain of about 5 to the right side. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Athenians. You know, it's the first game for both teams, of course, and for all of the state of Indiana. Some teams are going to have some jitters. They're going to have they're not quite meshing yet on the handoffs and the footwork and the timing. That's to be expected. But a lot of these guys have been playing together for 3 months straight now. High snap. Johnson pulls it out, gives it up to Davila up the middle. Goodell takes it to the outside, pushed out of bounds of about the Cadet 41-yard line.
Boy, another nice hole to run through, and Goodell did a great job running the daylight, showing some speed when he got out in the open.
That he did. He had a good move on the middle linebacker, or whoever that was there. Busted it to the right side. Safety had the angle on him, which is what he should have. Goodell picks up a big chunk of yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Athenians at 41. Bill, you in motion. Trips left. Johnson scrambles, gets away, throws it.
Oh, what a catch.
Bridgewater on a diving catch at the 30-yard line. He came all the way from the left side, the left slot back, crosses the field when his quarterback scrambles.
Well, if Johnson were John Elway, he could have got another touchdown there because Billy was wide open on the other side of the field. But John Elway could make that throw in college. I saw him make a throw like that against Purdue in college. He threw it across the field 50 yards or 60 yards or something like that.
Looks like it's close enough for a measurement, so the officials are bringing the chains all the way over from the far sideline. So far, when the Athenians have gone back to pass, he's been under a lot of pressure, but the running game seems to be opening up, good holes when we run. Yeah, it looks like the Cadets have come in with a game plan of anytime they see motion, they're really bringing their outside backers, especially. Because when you run the pistol formation and you have 2 slot backs, you've got 5 linemen, and those guys are filled with 3 or 4 defensive down linemen. You can really rush the corners hard on that offensive line. So you've got James Martin playing the right tackle in place of Cheney. So we got pistol formation here. Johnson takes the snap. He's dropping back. Looks like a screen setting up. Nope, he wants to keep it. Points to his lineman to take off, but everybody just kind of stood there. So good read by Trent to not throw that into the big mess that was in front of him. Took it. No gain on the play. No harm done. So bring up 2nd and 10. So what do we need to look for? Some quick hitters to the...
Because,
I started asking on that when they are blitzing like that, some quick hitters to the running backs out of the backfield.
Yeah, you got to get the ball out of your hands quickly. You've got to. There we go.
Mayberry.
Nate Mayberry carrying the ball. Big senior back on the field for the first time in quite a few years. I don't know that he's played varsity football just yet. But yeah, back to your previous question, when you've got a lot of pursuit coming at you, you've got to just change direction. You've got to get it out of the pocket quickly, whether it's a little bubble screen or just a pop pass. You've got to slow them down somehow. So it looks like they're coming again. They're bringing 3 backs. I think he's out of bounds. Incomplete. Yep. Ball was intercepted, but defender was out of bounds. There's something Trent. I'm going to do a little color here. I played quarterback in my day. Something that Trent needs to trust a little more is his pocket. He actually had a pretty good pocket right there.
Yeah.
And running to the right side, he runs into that defensive end. If he would just take 2 or 3 seconds there and just let things develop and let the pocket form around him, then he's not going to take as many hits, hopefully.
Well, he's used to last year when he was getting hit a lot, probably. So
it's hard to break habits. All right, 4th down. They're coming again. Scrambling to the left. He's going to dump it. He's got completion. Billy's got on the left sideline. Takes it down to the 5-yard line. Nice read. Nice sit by Billy. He just found the sideline, sit down.
Well, he's been getting open all night, Billy has. So I think if I were Johnson, every time I start scrambling, I'd be looking for number 30 anyway.
Look for Tyler on that side.
Again, going to his left and throwing the ball downfield.
Doing a good job. So 1st and goal from the 5.
4 minutes left in the opening quarter.
Pistol formation. Goodell's in the backfield. Bridgewater takes it on the buck. Takes it up the middle about to the 2-yard line. A nice little change there.
Bridgewater, 6 foot, 140 pounds.
Tanner Fox, Austin Gates with the tackle.
Bridgewater's really developed him to a nice athlete. He's a thin build, but he's very athletic. He came out last year and ended up playing a lot of JV quarterback, and he's very fast. Just has great coordination, hand-eye coordination, and it looks like it's earned him a starting spot in the backfield here.
Well, timeout.
Official
timeout.
Well, we've got a equipment problem, maybe with Cascade. Yeah, you got number 5 over here, Connor Smith, 6'5" basketball player, on number 22 for Cascade. He's listed at 5'10", but I don't think he's 5'10", Rory. Let's see if they could take advantage of that out here.
See if we throw it to the corner.
Throw a jump ball.
Goodell up the middle. He spins, crosses goal line, touchdown, Crawfordsville.
Well, like how Goodell, he got turned around, but he kept his feet chopping and with his back to the goal line and just found his way in.
Exactly, just kept on churning.
2 first-quarter touchdowns for the Athenians.
Diaz in for the extra point. It's down and up.
No,
and it looks like it's wide left. So 3:26 remaining in the first quarter. It's Crawfordsville 13, Cascade 0. Now we'll see what they do on the kickoff. Do they not kick at the 22, Garindo?
Exactly what I was thinking. The one part of so far that we need to work on is kick coverage.
Crawfordsville Athletic Department would like to welcome Bill Rubenstein, the coach Charlie German, and Thunder.
It's one of it's like do you kick it to Devin Hester? Eventually everybody learned no, you don't.
Yeah,
so we'll see if we have an option here where they just pooch it.
Just pooch it the other way. Well, he actually kicked it really hard on the last one.
We had that long pass.
And the ball didn't hang up in the air. So
yes.
Hard to tell. Number 30, Cadell. Talking about on that drive right there?
Yeah.
On that drive, on the sideline over there? Yeah.
Billiard.
Cadell.
Moving the window back deep for the Cadets.
30's billiard.
Jackson Albrecht.
Looks like we're changing kickers, actually. Jackson Albrecht is on the field to kick this time, number 7. Garindo is the only guy back there for the Cadets. Nice Crawfordsville crowd out here tonight for the first game of the season. They're going right to him again.
Yeah, right down the middle.
Wedge up the middle. Mayberry
We
passes it by.
overran that again. Instead,
Isaac Garindo, the ball carrier.
that's what happened on the previous one. We got a guy down there, but he's running past, trying to come in from behind, and instead of playing
There in Salisbury with
in
the tackle.
front.
Yeah, whoever that, I think it was Mayberry in that time, but he's got to really,
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are on busting on the wedge in high school. I know you can't go airborne in college and in football or in NFL, and I'm not suggesting that, but you got to take on that wedge, or you got to break down and get in behind it.
Good field position right at the 41-yard line for
Pistol
the
with
Cadets.
motion to the left side, and jet sweep underneath. Goodell's chasing him down. Stewart's on the tackle there for the Athenians after a nice gain by Butler.
Elliot Stewart with the tackle.
It's a nice job by Butler. When he saw Stewart there, he just lowered his head and mowed him down and picked up about 3 yards after the contact.
Gain of 7, second down.
Yeah, it looks like the Cadets are really pushing the edges here and seeing what they can get on the outside. They apparently have some speed with some of their skill guys, and they're going to test that as much as they can. Good pistol with an offset. Again, the other way, jet to the right. He's going to pick up the first down. He really had it, then he stepped back, so it's going to make it really close right now.
Yeah, they've marked progress. I think he's going to have it.
Deontay Pete with the tackle.
Well, no, they're signaling
Deontay Pete on the call
third down.
for the tackle for the Athenians.
Well, I look at that, Rory, and the ball's right on the yard marker, and I look across. Yeah,
He's calling it. That ball's... If you're out on the field with these officials working the chains, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll put the nose of the ball to the next yard line if it's really close, so that they really don't have to measure. They'll just go yard line to yard line. If he makes the yard line, it's a first down. Don't tell him I said that, though.
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right, pistol for the Cadets. Offset to the left. Give up the middle. It's picking through the line. That's 28. It's going to be Musgrove again. Okay, looks like enough for another first down for the Cadets.
Cole Blitzville with the tackle.
Really don't want to see that right up the middle. Going through your defense means your linebackers aren't getting off blocks, and your defensive linemen as well aren't plugging holes. So the Athenians need to shore that up before that becomes an issue. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Crawfordsville 38. Pistol formation. Give up the middle again to Musgrove. Just tracked down.
Dylan Musgrove, the ball carrier.
Okay, Johnson came up from the safety position to get in there. Takes the ball to the 34-yard line. Be
Trent Johnson, the ball
second
carrier.
and about 6.
Correction, Trent Johnson with the tackle.
So we haven't seen Edwards throw the ball much. So just curious to see what kind of an arm he has. If he's more of a running quarterback.
Well, they got all these wideouts out here.
We got trips now. We're going to roll him out to the left. He's going to tuck it. Tuck it and go. Met by Goodell and Bridgewater.
Well, Ryan Barr thought he had him in the backfield, but he made a nice move to elude Barr.
Like another first down for the Cadets.
Bridgewater with the tackle.
One thing I didn't like that Barr did after he got juked, he just laid there and watched. You need to get up and stay pursuing after the play.
That's what we tell our kids in the youth there. keep going after it until the whistle blows. You never know when it's going to come back around to you.
Yep.
Pistol with motion. Taking the jet to the right side. Trying to get outside on Goodell out there. Gets around Johnson and then is run out of bounds at the 15 or 16-yard line, it looks like.
Well, that was A.J. Johnson out there. Instead of turning him in, he stopped and let him get outside. You would still want to move that ball carrier. Turn him inside where you got your bigs to help you.
Yeah, if you're a cornerback, you want to take an outside-in pursuit on these guys, and, nobody gets outside of you.
Yeah.
The linebackers do take an inside-out, but at the same time, you got to, take the right angle and something. All right, here we go. Pistol formation, offset to the right. 1st and 10 from the 18. Give up trap up the middle. Stuffed a little better that time by the Athenians front line.
They're still going to get 5 yards out of that. So that's just too many yards on 1st down.
Pete and Linton on the tackle there for the Athenians. Bring up 2nd and 6 for Cascade. Looks like we're about to run out of time for the 1st quarter.
Yep.
So as the horn sounds, it'll be Crawfordsville leading the Cascade 13-0 at the end of the 1st quarter. This is your Crawfordsville High School football broadcast.
You're listening to McHenry County High School football thunder on the 3-point.
Crawfordsville Applebee's is proud supporter of Athenian Athletics. Half-price appetizers begin every night at 10 p.m. Applebee's located at 1516.
Got a county score here for you. At the end of the 1st quarter, it's Fountain Central 7, South Montgomery 0.
North 21-6. Still in the coach.
North is leading Benton Central 21-6. They're still playing in the 1st quarter, so it sounds like North is doing very well up at Benton Central.
Little Caesars located at 1879 US 231 in Crawfordsville.
As we hear, we'll pass along other Sagamore Conference scores for you. All right. Start the 2nd quarter.
Second down.
Taking the give. He's going to the air. He's going to the corner.
Ew.
Knocked away by Bridgewater. Good position. Good inside position.
He really did a great job. He turned, I didn't know if he was going to get his head turned around, but when the opponent looked, he turned around and looked and could have easily had the interception. The offensive guy pushed off. The officials didn't call anything on. I saw a little push off out there, but Bridgewater able to overcome that and knock the ball down. Good breakup.
All right, brings up 3rd and 6 for the Cadets.
Get your food away.
Up the middle to Musgrove. He's picking up good yards up the middle. At least 5 on that one, taking it to the 10-yard line. So, as mentioned, the Cadets are getting a good push right up the center of the Crawfordsville defense. We want to put a stop to that as soon as we can. So another 4th down for the Cadets. 0 for 2 on conversions so far. Pistol with motion in the back. Quarterback keep. Oh, he's in trouble out there. They got him again.
Boy, now that's a stepping up on 4th down there, really, Rory.
I tell you what, sometimes you got to. It's always easy to second guess a coach, especially when you're in the stands and you see these things. But when you're running the ball 5 yards of carry up the middle and it's 4th and 1, why run a long play? That gives the defense time to react and find the ball.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree.
But as a Crawfordsville fan, we'll take it.
We love it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Athenians at their own 16-yard line. Timeout on the field.
Play timeout for Cascade.
Let's see here. Cascade calls their first timeout of the half. So it looked like that time Edwards, they were going to do, I don't know if they're going to run a little option. They faked the read option up the middle. He had the trailing flanker mirroring him in the running along the line of scrimmage with him. He looked to flip it, had second thoughts about it, kept it, and was swarmed over by the defense. Athenians looking to start off the season like they did last year with a win at Cascade. Started the season 2-0, ended up finishing 2-8. It's a tough conference schedule that they play. We've got some really, really strong teams. And just looking at that schedule, Darryl, that we had North Montgomery, Lebanon, and Tri-West in 3 straight weeks is a tough stretch of 3 weeks. And then Danville at the end of it. Getting called that Northview is leading Danville 20-0. And that's got to be end of the first quarter or early second quarter.
Well, the Athenians with a lot of field to work with here now. See if they can put together a long drive.
Better view of Cascade's defense here. They're playing a 4-3. Give up the middle to Goodell.
Mayberry, the ball carrier.
Oh, Mayberry carrying the ball.
That was Mayberry again. Yeah, still fighting for positive yards. So
Mayberry's one of the strongest kids in the school. So he's got some powerful legs, and it looks like he's putting them to use out there.
Well, with Goodell playing both ways, I'm sure they want to give him some rest.
Yeah, you got to get him
here.
Have to give him breathers when you can. Looks like Mayberry's back
Mayberry's
there.
doing very well too. He's got a couple nice carries.
2nd and 5.
Oh, he had Bill.
You got Smith.
You see Bill, you running right down the seam.
He was staring down Smith there. The safety broke on him, and Bill, you kept on going. Complete pass for a first down.
Yeah, if he can get Bilyeu out here in the open field behind, with his speed, he can take it a long way. I would say he'll hit Bilyeu, and then you can pay me later.
We'll go with 1st and 10 from the 26. Again, Mayberry's back in the backfield with Johnson. Hands off up the middle. Mayberry's got a hole. He's trying to bust it outside. Just put your shoulder down. Mayberry, go. Looks like he's got a first down. A gain of about 11 on that. Your big guys, even though he has some speed, they always, you want to see them just put your shoulder down, get the 3 or 4 yards, break a tackle hopefully, and
big as he is, I'd just keep running north and
south, baby.
Man.
Nice job by the offensive line there for the Athenians. Nice hole. Once he got past that first level, he was wide open. Nothing but green.
Give it the line credit again on those run plays. They're really giving them holes to run through.
Flag stops the play. Looks like we got legal procedure on the Athenians.
That's the first penalty on the Athenians?
It is.
I believe.
Well, other than the kick that was declined.
Yeah.
The tripping call.
First accepted penalty.
So it'll bring up 1st and 15 for Crawfordsville on the 33-yard line. Smith wide to the left. Smith and Bilyeu. Oh, that's not good. Edwards takes the tip pass. Bilyeu was running what they call the arrow route straight to the sideline. The ball was behind him. Put his hand back, and the rest is history. It looks like Bilyeu's coming up limping as well. Maybe he twisted a knee on that play. It's not good.
Trent just threw that kind of out there between two receivers. It really wasn't on target anywhere. That or maybe somebody ran the wrong route. I'm not sure, but dangerous pass with the defenders.
Yeah, that is. Anytime you're throwing something to the flat like that, especially if that safety that's guarding the wideouts, or the corner that's guarding the wideout, if he sits and picks up the guy coming out in the flat, he's just got to lead him. All right, ball is down for the extra point. Got through there, but no block. Kick is good.
Really got the ball up in the air nicely.
So that's going to make the score Crawfordsville 13, Cascade 7 with 9:22 to play in the first half.
That's a big play early in the ballgame where Cascade had been stopped on 4th down. Athenians commit a turnover, and they quickly converted into points.
That they did. So we'll see how Crawfordsville responds to that. Hopefully their mentality is the same, going after them. So we got a score at the end of the first quarter, whether you're defending 3A state champ Tri-West 0 and West Lafayette 0. So Tri-West is picking up some their non-conference games. They've got up at West Lafayette. Next week they play Evansville Mater Dei at home on a Saturday. Evansville Mater Dei is ranked number 1 in 2A. Tri-West is ranked number 1 in 3A. So I would imagine that would be quite a game.
DeAndre Brinkley and Tyler Billy back deep for Crawfordsville.
So do you still follow the Bruins a little bit then, Roy?
I do. It's where I went to high school, so Coach Chris Call, who is there now, was an assistant, graduate assistant, more or less, when I played. And just a good tradition, you know. My heart's always there, but a cheer for the Athenians these days.
There you go.
Kick is up.
Whoa. That's how you cover kicks right there.
Taken by DeAndre Brinkley. Hit by number 8, Tanner Fox, 5'9" junior. So Athenians will take over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Well, that might have given a little bit of momentum to the Cadets here. We'll see. Athenians need to answer right back now. A lot of field in front of them, so a long drive needed here. 9 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second quarter.
You can take a score any way that you can get it, but I'd really like to see a long drive here. Take at least 5 or 6 minutes off of the clock and give your defense a little bit of rest if you have some of those guys out there. So he fakes the jet, gives the handoff underneath to Goodell. Tries to break it outside, but he's tracked down by the Cadets. Gain of about 2 on the yard.
Good open field tackle there by number 3. That's Butler.
Maybe only 1 on the game. So it'll bring up 2nd and 9 for Crawfordsville. Ball's at the 23-yard line.
Goodell limping a little bit as he comes off.
Yeah, it looked like he was pulled backwards. One of those, you never like to see that when the feet stay planted and the kid goes backwards and the knees get bent.
2nd down.
So Mayberry's in the backfield with Johnson. Bridgewater goes underneath and Johnson keeps it up the middle. Taken down by number 55 and 82 for the Cadets.
About 3 yards shy of the first down, it looks like.
3rd down.
So a very doable 3rd down for Crawfordsville here. See if they choose to put it in the air, keep it on the ground.
It's like Goodell, it might be an ankle. I see him over here on the table, looking at his ankle. Johnson keeps it, Rory.
Fakes the give. Little stretches the ball out there. We'll see what kind of a mark they give him. I think part of the 1st down.
Brought down by Daniel Wheat.
It is 4th and call it inches.
Half a yard. Half a yard.
Yep. Less than a yard.
How
about that?
Give a little help. Here we go. 4th down.
All right.
Punt team. Well, a little confusing.
Johnson's also the
punter.
kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cadets are not expecting the kick. Johnson gets it away. No, there's nobody back there to field it. Let's see what kind of roll he gets. It's going sideways. Might get on it. There we go.
Oh, let it roll now. It started going the other way.
Bridgewater picks it up at the 31-yard line where the Cadets will take over 1st and 10. So a little bit of a gamble there for the Cadets. Not putting somebody back, but then you have the chance of Crawfordsville going forward on 4th down.
I think our confusion confused them.
First down.
Too bad he couldn't have got that good roll. It could have rolled a long way on this nice turf field.
Yes, no weather conditions to stop anything on this. 1st and 10, Cascade, pistol formation. It trips to the left. Edwards is going to roll out. He's getting pursued. Just throws it short to Garindo. Breaking tackles all the way up to the 45-yard line where he's taken out of bounds by Elliott Stewart.
To number 22, Isaac Garindo.
Garindo runs hard. He's the one that's been taking the kickoffs back for him. Plays cornerback on defense.
First down.
Appears to be an all-around good athlete for him. First and 10 from the 45-yard line. Trips to the right. Rolling this way. Here comes Edwards. There's a hold right there that the officials called. He's taken down by Elliott Stewart. Saw the hold there from the slot back.
Chase Donovan with the tackle.
Well, I'm watching Coach Norris's grandson out there, number 54. He's doing a really good job on that line. 5'11", 200 pounds.
That's a big deal for a freshman to be out there. It's
it is.
Big change going from 8th grade football to varsity football.
He's holding his own out there.
No matter what league or conference you play in, when you're going against juniors and seniors, there's a whole different level of intensity.
On Cascade.
So there's the hold. It's a spot foul. So 10 yards from the spot will take him back to, looks like the 41-yard line.
Still first down.
1st and 14. Pistol with two backs in the backfield. It's like a power right up the middle. Musgrove carries it out to the just shy of the 50-yard line.
8 yards on the carry. Another positive, basically like a dive play.
Yeah, they ran a nice power there. Good to bring the slot back into the backfield, and now they have a fullback. It's taking it right up the middle. Same formation here for the Cadets. Let's see what they do to. Same play.
Well, 71.
71, who's a Dirk Linton, got a hand on him to slow down his momentum, and then the rest of the Athenians filled in.
Linton had a handful of shoulder pad. I thought for a minute there he might have got something else that was attached to the helmet, but he didn't.
Gain of about 2 on the yard for Cascade will bring up 3rd and 3 yards for the first down. So in the middle for the Athenians, you've got Mayberry and Barr playing your middle linebackers. 2 really nice-sized athletes. There's the give, and he's stuffed by Barr. He shot the gap. They drilled him in the backfield.
That's right spot.
That's how a middle linebacker fills a hole right there.
Well, 4th and about 4, Rory. What do you think here now?
0-3 so far.
4:57 to go in the half.
If I'm correct, everything that they run on 4th down was going to the outside.
Well, they just ran something in the middle, didn't get anything that time, so now what do you do? Let it run down and take a penalty and then kick it? I don't know why they can't decide what
I wouldn't imagine they have a punter that's
going to spend a timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout, Cascade.
I think what he's going to do right here maybe is try to come up with a perfect play. Or the assistant coach is saying, let's think about this.
Yeah. Well, there's no wind, so that doesn't really come into effect with the punting decisions at all, because it's about as calm as it can be. There's nothing moving on these flags anywhere. Big weekend here in Crawfordsville, Montgomery County this weekend, Rory, with the Ironman race going on down the road here.
Yeah, if we keep our eye open, we'll see lots of campers and trailers going through there. Looks like early in the second quarter, we got a Sagamore score here. Lebanon trails Mooresville 12-0. That's kind of a surprise. Lebanon has a new head coach this year. Looked that up this week. He has a lot of football experience. He was actually a head coach at Earlham College last year. He has a lot of college experience.
Where did Mr. Wright go?
I'm not sure if he went with his brother down to Florida.
I didn't know his brother went to Florida.
His brother was coach at Carmel.
Went from Carmel to Florida?
Took a position, and I believe it's called, we'll get it here in a second. Fourth down there in the punt formation. He's looking to run it. It's going to be that running kick. Rugby stuff. It's got a nice roll on it.
Yeah, that's effective. You're down at the 15-yard line. So.
Yep. So we just had an update. Fairby for Southmont runs in a touchdown.
Athenians take over first down.
West Lafayette scores first and now leads Tri-West 7-0. So we really have some turn of events going on around the area that maybe wasn't expected. With Northfield leading Danville.
Northview. Northfield's way up north. Did you know there was a Northfield?
Did not know there was a Northfield.
It's up around Wabash, I think, somewhere.
All right, so Crawfordsville takes over 1st and 10 at their 15-yard line. Give up the middle to Goodell.
Leg looks pretty, or an ankle looks good there.
He got it taped up and stretched something with it. He's motoring on. Pick up of 9 on the play.
Jesse Van Ness with a tackle.
Nice hole and nice leg drive by Goodell there.
As well. Second down.
Coach Mike Hammonds is now calling the plays this year for the Athenians. Sean Gerald calls the defense for Crawfordsville. Stewart and Bridgewater. Bridgewater goes in motion, giving him the buck to the right side. He ducks a tackle. It looks like he crossed the line for the first down. Moving the sticks. That's good. Be 1st and 10 from just over the 25-yard line for Crawfordsville. So 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. See if Crawfordsville gets moving here and push this thing to the other end of the field for a score before halftime. Trips right for the Athenians. Johnson takes a snap. Looks like I think we got an offsides on the defensive end. Yep.
60.
That's what the sideline judge is calling here. That's another thing you can do to stop the pursuit deals. If they're getting off the ball on the snap, you change your snap count.
Yeah.
I think that guy just left early that time.
Yeah. Danger of that early in the years, you get your offensive linemen jumping too for most of it.
Exactly.
That's something, it takes a lot of work and practice to get everybody on that page of not jumping.
So again, trips right for the Athenians.
Webo leads Sheridan 7-0.
Give up the middle to Goodell. Ducks a tackle.
Again, though, he's keeping his body moving downhill, so he's getting positive yards after he's hit.
He can be shifty. I mean, he's 5'6", 185, so he's got a low center of gravity. Lowers those shoulders, and he gets even lower. That's a hard guy to tackle.
Especially with that bulk you mentioned that he put on, kind of like, who was it, Norm Bulock back in the day for the Colts, like tackling a bowling ball.
You're going beyond me there. Johnson keeps it. Oh, he's got a hole. Let's see if he can get Rick away. Tracked down by, guess who? Garindo.
He's got a cramp or something. 22 does. Hopefully it's just a cramp. He was reaching for his calf, but you get a cramp that quick like that? Did you? Oh, get kicked. Hopefully it's not an Achilles issue.
Sometimes you tackle from behind like that foot comes up.
Trainers are attending to him out there.
Boy, Johnson.
Yep. That's a Q power is what they call that play. They send the motion. He'll ride the motion guy underneath, and he'll read the defensive end. And he'll either give it to him, or he'll pull it like he did there and head it right up the middle.
But Johnson showing some speed out there. Couldn't quite outrun the last defender there, but Athenians in great shape with 2 minutes and a second to go here in the second quarter.
Exactly. Now you can take your time and getting the play calls in and getting things going. So Western Boone's up now 14-0 over Sheridan. Still in the first half.
Frankfurt's ahead of Western 7-0. Frankfurt is ahead of Western.
Frankfurt's leading Western 7-0. We have all your Sagamore Conference scores here.
Did you give the Chargers up 28-7 yet? 30. Wow.
Chargers now 34-7 over Benton Central.
A lot of scoring.
Opportunity here while we're going to have the injury timeout for Coach Hammonds to collect his thoughts and get his plays in order. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted about the 16-yard line, so still gaining the first down, of course. As you mentioned earlier, Darryl, now we're down in the red zone. I wonder if we'll put the height of our wide receivers to use. And Connor Smith, basketball player, Elliot Stewart as well as a basketball player. Both have some jumping ability. Get the ball up there against those 5'10" cornerbacks.
So Weibo, that second touchdown came on a turnover. 2 plays after the turnovers, they were able to score. Bye to McMahon. A couple names have been around for a while. So Johnson, 52 yards on that carry right there. Sure, he's the leading rusher thus far. He's had a couple other nice runs.
Yeah, he's great. He's a great dual threat in the backfield. Roll out and throw the ball. This is looking a little more than a cramp. The trainer and coaches are carrying Garendo off. It might be a hamstring like you mentioned earlier. We'll have to see here. We can get a report on that.
Southmont is up 14-13 now. A lot of scoring. Like I mentioned earlier, hard to keep track of all these.
Yeah, typically it's the offenses early in the season are a little slow to start. Sounds like everybody's got it going on.
After the injury, first down for Crawfordsville.
All right, this time play resumes here. 1st and 10 for the Athenians from the 16-yard line. Trips to the right. Goodell in the backfield with Johnson. Cascade's going to come from the weak side. Same play. Yeah. Fake the under. Carries it off the right tackle.
Just inside the 10-yard line.
Austin Gates and Zach Butler with tackle.
I've noticed Johnson's several times has had to have really quick hands and get a read on that ball because the snap's above his head.
It's come high a couple times, yep. That's one thing you don't want your quarterback to have to deal with is the snap. You want it to be the same every time. There you go.
He's keeping it again.
Under the Goodell, cuts to the left, takes a hard hit from the backside by number 60.
Crawfordsville timeout. Minute 9 left.
Good call by Coach Hammonds here.
Bring up third.
Need to make sure we get the first down here. Being informed that we're going to have a halftime for you. We'll have Coach Brian Saunders up here to talk to us about the middle school teams. The 7th and 8th grade opened up this week with play at home against Greencastle. The 7th grade pulled off the win. I believe it was 12-0, and the 8th grade fell 12-6, I believe. I'm sure he will inform us of what those scores were and how things are progressing with those guys. So it looks like 3rd and 1 from the 7-yard line for the Athenians. They wait for the Cadets to come back out.
Here we go. It's 3rd down.
I think it'd be great going into halftime. You always want to go into halftime on a high note. Good opportunity right here.
Well, 2 downs, I would think. I think we were going for it. 2 downs to get a first down.
Motion left.
There's that high snap
It is.
again.
That's when you pay the price for it.
Boy, he's lucky he got a hand on that because that almost went over.
That would have gone 10 yards further.
That could have been disastrous. A loss of about 3.
3rd and 1. Let's see what they put on the board here.
Coach Hammond's calling another
Loss of 4
timeout.
on it.
Timeout Crawfordsville.
7.2 seconds.
Well, that's unfortunate for the Athenians.
That is. That's just, mental mistake.
But say, throw the jump ball now, huh?
So it looks like it's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the 11-yard line. First down area is at that 6. See what Coach Hammonds comes out with here.
There we go. It's 4th down. Seriously, a touchdown.
Smith at the top, again on one-on-one coverage with a guy about 6 inches shorter than him.
You're on motion. He's rolling. He's looking for somebody. Throw it short.
Underthrew him.
Yep. Had him.
Yep. Had 3 guys in the end zone down there. But
Intended for Tyler Goodell.
there again, on the running or passing play, the line for Cascade able to put pressure on Johnson once again.
Turnover on down. 1st down, Cascade.
Yeah, it looks like a called a waggle pass that they have out to the right side. Kind of a slow developing play in the backfield. Not something I really personally would call on a 4th down. If you're going to roll him out, get him out there and get him some time. But that's why I'm not head coach.
I don't know. Yeah, I just keep it simple. I'd say just take Smith and slant him to the middle. I'm going to hit him quickly. He's got 6 inches on the guy.
He was split out wide enough. I thought he would be coming in on a slant.
Yeah.
He was way out. He was out there to the numbers.
Yeah.
So looks like Cascade's just going to take a knee. No sense in doing something tricky down here in your own end zone. And
Yep. Crawfordsville will get the ball to start off the second half. So we'd be perfectly content to do that, leading 13-7.
first game of the season, you're going to have missed opportunities. Just take advantage of them next time.
2 things kept Cascade in the ball game: the deflected pass interception for the touchdown, and then stopping ourselves down there on 4th down.
Yep. So that's halftime. Good first quarter by the Athenians with a little momentum there by Cascade at the end. Athenians unable to punch it in there at the end of the second quarter. So our halftime score is Crawfordsville 13, Cascade 7.
I think I saw your guest coming up here. Are you going to interview him? you want to do that. You guys are in the know in football. I'm about 4 years out of it now. So
we'll let Daryl take a break here as we have Coach Saunders come in and talk to us a little bit about his 7th grade.
You're on the air, buddy. Did you know you were doing that?
What am I doing?
You're going to talk to you about middle school.
We have 20 minutes to spend here, so
You asked me about middle school football?
I'm going to ask you about everything, buddy.
That's good.
So with us now we have Coach Brian Saunders, who's been with the middle school for how many years now? Well, 3?
Middle school, 3 years.
He was one of the founding directors of the Crawfordsville Youth Football, which is now in its 6th league. So he's been, or 6th year, I'm sorry. He's been involved with the football program out here for 6 years at least that we're aware of. Just moved up with Cameron, who's now a freshman, and is helping the program out by agreeing to be the 7th grade head coach. Coach, tell us how your season's going. I know you had your first game this week. How are things?
We did. We had a good start to the season and got off to a win for the 7th grade team against Greencastle, which was obviously a lot of fun to start off that way. We haven't had that luxury in the last couple of years, but we were able to come out, score a couple of touchdowns, and our defense got a shutout. So it doesn't get any better than that.
That's good. Give us a little bit of information about who you have, player-wise, what positions they're in. How many players do we have on the team this year in 7th grade?
Numbers. So we have 22 7th graders out.
Great.
And that's great because you can scrimmage and practice, and it helps us a bunch. And this is what's unique about this group of kids. We've done middle school. Coach Brett Motes has put together a strength and conditioning program for the last few years and has done a nice job for the middle schoolers. And so I've been able to come in and run that throughout the summer and during the second semester of the school year. And we were able to have 10 of those kids on the 7th grade team that were there 2 days a week, every week, all summer long and all throughout the first semester. So that's been awesome to have. And I'll tell you what, that has shown up. They're not in there lifting weights and doing things that middle schoolers shouldn't be doing, but they've he put together a program that's appropriate for middle schoolers. And they're going to be able to do that next year at the middle school because they have a weight room and a strength and conditioning room. And it's more of a CrossFit style exercise. And I would just encourage all those middle school athletes to come out for that. It was open to everybody, but we had 10 kids from the 7th grade doing that. So we have some kids have come up through CYF. I know, Coach Cheney, that you have coached them. They're just young enough that I missed them in all the years that we've been doing this. But I knew during the strength training that I was going to want to be with this group. Mm-hmm. And they've done a nice job. And then we had several 8th graders, too, that are on there. The 8th grade has, I think, 23 out.
Good.
For their team. So good numbers at the middle school.
Good. Yeah, we'd like to see those numbers. Just hope that they continue on into that next level when they get to freshmen. It'd be great to field a freshman team next year.
For sure.
Get a lot of experience there.
Yeah, we think our job is to keep them encouraged and excited about the game of football. It's a great game. Doesn't get much better than Friday night football at the high school level, and so we are excited about keeping our numbers up and watching them play in high school.
Yep. I always tell my sons this is some of the fondest memories I've ever had from a high school was happening on Friday nights. And Calvin now is a sophomore, and he's experiencing that. Evan is a 6th grader, and he enjoys the game thoroughly, and I think he'll continue on as well. So we'll be able to have that one more bond. So, all right, back to your 7th grade team here. Who do you have playing for you? Who's in the backfield for you, and who are your big guys?
Okay, so we have actually first time that since I've been coaching, we actually have more linemen on our team than backs and receivers.
That is unusual.
It is unusual and a great luxury to have. Yeah. So we have a bunch of guys that don't play both ways in the trenches, and that was helpful the other night at our first game. So I'll start with our center because we had no bad snaps. We had no bad exchanges between center and quarterback. His name's Eli French, just moved back here this year, had been at Crawfordsville schools and left for a year. was in all summer lifting, and he's our center and just does an outstanding job. We were watching film tonight. That's what we did to make sure our guys could get here to the varsity game. We watched film on Fridays and make it a short practice, and just watching him snap the ball and block, and he did an outstanding job. And then he has Nate Schrader, a big kid, at guard, and Lazaro
a lot of experience.
is our left guard, and our tackles are Hayden Norman,
It's easy.
and then we rotate a couple guys in the other spot that are just able to fill in for us, and we can rotate several guys through that position. Peyton Busenbark is the kid who starts there, and he's another big kid. So we've got a luxury there of some size. I had nothing to do with that, any of my coaching, but I am thankful for it. And then our quarterback is Ty Linus, and then we have our starting wings are Jesse Johnson, and Andrew Martin plays in there, and Caleb Coons. Those guys rotate at wing, and our running back is Jack Pendleton. And they do not go down the first hit. Those guys are playing really, really well. And our wide receivers, Brendan Sandusky and Zach Fitchton is the other wide receiver. And so they just do an outstanding job.
Jack was on my team last year, and love Jack. He has got a great attitude, and he just goes after it with all he has and anything that he does.
He's one of those football minds, a guy that actually I think I compare him to your son in some ways, Calvin. He likes to hit. I mean, he would just soon put you.
He doesn't shy away from the contact, does he?
No, and you love that. So he plays middle linebacker for us, and watching film, he just put a hurt on some kids, which was fun to watch.
Good. So you are running the high school offense. Is that correct?
We are. We limited the plays, of course, and so last year, when my son Cameron was quarterback, I probably had 50-some plays, and this year we have 20 total, 10 of them to the right and 10 of them to the left. And I did not think we'd be able to pass. Ty Linus, that growth spurt hasn't kicked in yet, and I thought, well, and so he's on the smaller, super quick, but on the smaller side, and I think he could see over his line. But I'll tell you what, we were 3 for 4 passing, and they were all for first downs.
Excellent.
And that really opened up then our running game. We just had to try it. We had a long, 3rd and long, and so it's a passing down. And he found a guy wide open, and I'm like, we have a passing game. So I was really encouraged by that.
New plays for the playbook next week, huh?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so we run similar to what the high school runs with an option and looking at just being able to limit it and run those plays well. That's our goal.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you would agree with something that we try to do in the youth as well is just to keep things as basic as possible. We don't want them out there thinking too much. And just be excellent at what they do. Be excellent at 5 plays to both sides.
Yeah, that's what we preach to them in our 2.5 weeks of practice since we started. And we drill those plays. I said, hey, it's going to get, how football practice is. It's going to get a little boring, and we're going to repetition so that you can learn, and our line's going to block. And those 2 things happened the other night, and it was exciting to watch. And when the kids have success at it, they don't need a bunch of plays.
All right.
So it's worked out well for us so far. 8th grade also had a good game. We're on the same playbook, and ran into a tough Greencastle team. And had a couple costly turnovers, but I'll tell you what, those guys played really hard, and they've got a lot of talent, some speed and some size, and so they're going to have a good year.
Hey, it's, as you mentioned before, it's nice to see the kids out here now. I believe it's the junior class that's out here was the first class that we had in the Crawfordsville Youth Football League as it exists today, and to see these kids out here and to know that you had a part in it. We had a part in it as a team to teach these guys the fundamentals. And you have to understand, people, before six years ago, Crawfordsville did not have really a structured football program for the youth. They had flag through, I believe, up to 3rd grade, and then maybe it was through 4th grade, and the 5th and 6th graders played together. I don't recall, but
yeah, something with the school, I think, for the 5th and 6th graders. So they're trying to get it going, but it wasn't structured enough that they got a lot of games in and a lot of coaching that was passed along from the high school coaches to the youth or middle school and youth coaches.
Right. So, Brian, I know that we've talked about this before, and maybe I'll put you on the spot here. You know, Crawfordsville's kind of we've had some down years. I think it's obvious we can say that just looking at the records that we have. How does a community, how does a school corporation change that? You know, and it's not only football. It could be in basketball or baseball or softball or whatever that is. How does the corporation change that momentum?
You know, I think everything in life rises and falls on leadership, right? That's what kind of our mantra at the place I work. And it has to be encouraged from the top and to get people excited about it. I believe that this community is waiting to back a winning program. The community is going to jump in and get excited about it. And I graduated from Southmont, but I remember those years of Crawfordsville football when they were going to semi-state and the stands were packed, and that momentum and kids that were out was very contagious. People were excited about it, and so we need to just build that in. And I think we're on that path. I've heard in the locker room this year from my son and from your son, it is different. Mm-hmm. There's a different feel in the locker room. There's a lot of excitement. And that's exciting for all of us, too. I think there are people who are looking to just get behind the program. And then I think it does take a community. It takes a ton of volunteers and people willing to coach and jump in and help at every level. We are now, I believe, seeing some of the benefits of these kids playing. I remember Trent Johnson being the quarterback on that 6th grade team and us playing some of the area schools, Western Boone and North and South, and a little travel season that they hadn't done before, and just watching those kids then, several of these kids. Gage Gerdes comes to mind. He dominated youth football, and so building a program. And I'm going to say you're going to mirror after the success of the Crawfordsville baseball team. You know, I've coached in that program with Coach Froge and Coach Welliver under them, and watch what the structure that they put in place with youth baseball, and I think we tried to mirror the football program after that and generate that same kind of enthusiasm and excitement for youth football because we know how much fun it is to be out here on Friday nights and watching them kids get excited about playing, have a structured youth program with high expectations.
Right. I would agree. Great points on the leadership, and it's just been building the excitement. Everybody wants to be a part of something that's winning. Okay? It's not fun to be on the trailing end of the scoreboard every week. So we'll just keep on encouraging and keep on going after it. We appreciate you being here with us. Good luck for the rest of the season. I'll see you around every night at practice, and
thanks.
Great to have you out here, buddy.
Yep. Thanks for what you're doing.
All righty.
All right. See you.
All right, fans, the teams are coming back out on the field. We got about 3 minutes to go in halftime here before we kick off the second half with your score, Crawfordsville 13 and Cascade 7.
Well, Peach is back throwing again now. He's been in Arizona for about a month again. We got it in MRI finally. Found out some things in his plane. They got a cortisone shot out. 3 weeks ago, Mom treated up, and he started throwing again. I didn't know he was throwing.
This is Darrell Hobson back here. About a minute 40 left in the half. Athenians leading 13-7. We're about ready for second half action. Coach Welliver asked me to give an update on my son Cameron Hobson, who has been battling an injury all season. Started out getting injured in spring training and then rehabbing and made it to AAA. Spent a few weeks in AAA and then back to Arizona to rehab the injury again. And then this time they moved him to AA. Pitched a few weeks there and then the injury returned. So he went to Arizona in July sometime. And they finally did an MRI, found out that he had an inflamed something in his forearm. I can't even say what it is, pronounce it. I'm not a doctor. But gave him a cortisone shot and then some more rest, and he's back throwing again. His goal, what he's trying to do is get back where he can pass a physical, and then he's hoping to go to Venezuela. Their season starts down there in October. He's hoping to be able to go down there and get some work since he missed out on basically a lot of work this season. So hopefully he's on the mend. So I know a lot of people out there follow him and wondering how he's doing. So we just wanted to give you an update on that. So we're about ready to go here, Rory.
All right. Appreciate the update on Cam. We got a couple scores for you here. Frankfurt 16, Western 8, closing seconds of the first quarter. Tri-West is down 14-7 at halftime. That was their first loss of their only loss of the year last year. Halftime, Fountain Central now leads Southmont 20-14. So we'll see if we can get maybe a North Montgomery score for you. Lebanon is down 18-7 at the half to Mooresville. Couple big. Danville is down to Northview 43-0 at the half.
That's a surprise.
This is the Northview down by Brazil?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. I heard Danville might be having a down season, but...
Well, they're off to a down start, that's for sure.
They're meeting expectations, it sounds like. The sun is going down and directly in the eyes of the Crawfordsville home fans. We're about ready to kick off the second half here.
Boy, just a few more minutes, it'll be down below the trees there.
It's always the best part of the game.
Yeah. Well, Southmont moved their press box to the other side. All three county schools looked into the sun here at one point, but Southmont made the move last year. I believe it was, or was that 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago. So they had enough, vote them. Probably unlikely the way that this facility is set up, if that's ever going to happen here. It's too much to do.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the baseball field sitting right behind it, utilizing this press box.
Of it.
I'm not going to move the press box. So we even have preseason NFL football tonight, I guess. See on Twitter here. Seattle Seahawks are in action, it looks like.
Back to receive for Crawfordsville.
Colts take on the Bears tomorrow night.
Is that tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night at home, Lucas Oil Stadium. It's always a good time. All right, here we go, fans. We'll get the music kicked off.
Somebody grab it.
Uh-oh, look at that. Billy's got it. He's got the sideline. One guy to beat. Gives him a juke. See if the guy's got the angle on him. He's not going to catch him. Billy takes it all the way to the house. That makes up for not getting that score at the end of the first half.
Boy, it didn't take him long to answer. What a play by Tyler Billieu.
You never want to see the ball hit the ground on the kickoff, but great bounce. It went straight up and right into his arms. We see a flag in the middle of the field. Oh,
there is a flag. I was trying to watch. I thought, why would there be one down there?
I scanned as well, but...
He was already...
Personal foul against the Athenians.
And
that's got to be where that flag is, that is well after the play.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. Yeah, if it was right back here by that point, there wasn't anybody going to touch him.
And it's in the middle of the field, and he was coming down the right sideline. So, again, mental mistakes. You just have to focus.
Well, I'm not going to guess what, but you wonder if something over there like that on a personal foul, if somebody just wanted to get a cheap shot on somebody that maybe did something to them in the first half, something like that, retaliation.
Yeah, and you know what? The high school officials are really looking out for that, and that's a good thing. It's unnecessary to hit a defenseless guy and just to
from the 48-yard line.
Knock him on his back and.
Yep, there's no place for that. You got to.
It's not necessary.
Got to control. Has a little bit of self-control out there.
Pistol formation. High snap. Gets the handoff to Goodell up the middle.
Hopefully they talked to
gain of about 8 on that.
Worked on that snap a little bit maybe at halftime, but I think Barr's just so amped up that he just can't control it. You reckon?
Could be. He's just got to slide it back more than bringing it up. Or Trent's got to scoot up and catch that thing a little sooner before it gets to its arc. Pistol formation again. Johnson and Goodell at the middle.
Oh, man, he had a hole and he was going for it. 67 got his ankle there, pulled him down.
Short of the first down to bring up a third.
That was Gavin Blackburn, the 6'1", 250-pounder. You know he's not going to catch him in the open field. He's a big boy.
So we go, third and less than a yard. I'm looking for the quarterback keeper up the middle. Goodell. Yep, there it is. Guy hit his line, but he picked up the first down.
Plays like that, though, it's where you'd like to have it in your offensive. To take a snap under center where you could just pick it up and follow your center right down the field. Now you got to run 3 yards to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I would agree.
He got it, though.
First down for the Athenians at the 41.
So Goodell's on the sideline again, stretching his leg. Hopefully it's not anything serious. And it's like taken care of with water. So you got Mayberry in the backfield taking the ball off the middle. Again, a nice pickup of about 6 on the carry.
Gavin Blackburn with the tackle.
Yeah, he's running well out there, really. It looks like he's going to be a nice addition
to
the Athenians this year.
Yeah, it's great to have that second guy come in and you're not losing anything as far as power goes and just up and down the field as Mayberry tends to run here. So pistol formation, Johnson takes a snap.
Oh, fumble.
Oh, looks like the ball's loose.
Covered by the Athenians there.
Trent Johnson, the ball carrier.
60, I couldn't pick up the number, did you, Rory? 60, I thought it was a 60, or was it 75?
70's out there.
67, they said.
So 3rd and 5, it looks like, for Crawfordsville. Looks like the Athenians everything's been up the middle so far. See if they try to hit the edge. Johnson's back to pass.
There we go.
Gets his wide out. So that's Elliott Stewart over there on the far sideline. Just runs a hitch. Enough for a first down. Good ball by Johnson that time. Got it out quickly on target. Put it in place where his receiver could catch it.
Well, I'd like to see that quick throw like that's what we talked about. Maybe in the first half, that one play they could have utilized, but then the defensive line can't get to you when you throw it that quickly.
Exactly. So 1st and 10 for the Athenians from the 29-yard line. Mayberry takes the handoff up the middle.
He's still fighting. Don't fumble it, though, boy. Hang on. Got about 6.
Mayberry, the ball carrier.
6 of Cascade's players hanging on to him there.
Close to no gain on the play. They're going to call it 2nd and 10 still from the 29-yard line.
Second down for Crawfordsville.
Let's see what the Athenians come to the line with here. Standard pistol formation. Bill, you and Smith to the right.
Hey, the sun's behind the trees.
There's quick out to Smith. Quick bubble pass.
Johnson's pass completes. Number 5, Connor Smith.
I think I have about 3. I think Connor's strength is going to be, though, throwing the ball down the field rather than on the bubble screen like that.
If he's going to avoid anybody, it's going to be with a stiff arm, which he didn't use there. I don't think he's going to put any moves on anybody. The only guy that size I've seen do that is Randy Moss. And all right, we got trips left for the Athenians. Snaps up.
Oh, he's
looking deep.
There.
He's got somebody running free. He's got him out there. Oh, nice ball, Trent.
Boy, he just threw it out there.
Threw it up, and Bill, you continued to run.
Bill, you put it in another gear, though. You see that, Bill? You put it in another gear to get to that, because I thought at first Trent had overthrown him.
Yep.
Bill, you ran right by the defender, so Bill, you a busy man here this half. Glad to see that they're trying to work him into things. In the first half, we thought they should have, or at least I did. I thought they should have got the ball there.
Maybe somebody upstairs saw that in the first half and said, "Hey, we'll work them in the middle, and then we'll come back with it." So, Diallo's in for the extra point. Ball's down, kick is up, and it's good. So it's with 6:51 left in the third quarter. It's Crawfordsville 20, Cascade 7. Really glad that we got the score there. Because you'd hate to see that opening kickoff run back for a touchdown and then the penalty.
We did score in the first half.
Exactly.
Into the first half, and then that taken away. But the Athenians didn't let it get it down. Boy, they just came right back. And a few big plays there.
Now let's see how they focus here on the kickoff and defense, and see if we can keep the momentum going here. Looks like Jackson Albrecht will be back out for the kicking duties.
8:30, and the sun is setting over there, and the lights are on.
Jackson Albrecht's kick.
The temperature will start dropping, so that'll be nice for the players. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Well, we're going to kick it right down the middle to 22. He's back in there, by the way, Rory. That must have been just a cramp.
He's got his leg issues taken care of.
Well, they kick it short, but he's still going to get to it.
Hiding behind the wedge. Then he decides to bust through it. Swarmed him that time. So Garendo brings the ball out to the 30s, call it the 36-yard line. The Cadets will take over.
Jansen with the tackle. First down for Cascade.
Well, so far the Athenian defense has bent, but not really broken. They've made big plays when they needed to, and Cascade shot themselves in the foot a couple times on fourth down. But
Edwards coming back, passing pressure up the middle, and it pocket sinks.
The ball's loose. I think he got back to it, maybe. I don't know.
There's a pile there. Looks like they're spotting the ball down.
Chase Edwards, the ball carrier.
Good job of the defense collapsing the pocket there as he came forward and just not giving him anywhere to go. Good pressure on the outside. Squeeze him in.
Well, a rush off the end caused him to step up, and then the Athenian line was there. So could have been sacked for a big loss, but still held him to a 1-yard loss.
Crawfordsville's got both their safeties up tight. They're daring them to throw the ball. Fakes it up the middle. Edwards, then he flips it at the last minute out to the tailback. Taken down on the far sideline.
Picked up about 5 yards.
Cole Claycomb was out there.
Like third and a long 6. I'd like to put him in a fourth down at about 5 again and just to see what they do.
Running outside. Now they show trips to the left with an offset, but they're going to roll him out this way. Some pressure.
Oh,
balls up. Oh,
God.
over the top of the.
He got that bar.
Good
bar
job.
back there got a good clean hit on him, but he lofted it in there. Nice pass.
He did. It just kind of fell down and
That's great
fell down into
concentration.
the receiver's hands.
Great concentration by Edwards because he could see Barr coming. And
So it'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Cascade at the Crawfordsville 48-yard line. Come out with the offset pistol.
oh, wrong foot.
Turn the wrong way, but he takes a broken play into an 8-yard gain.
Jeez.
Chase Edwards, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 8, Trent Johnson, number 22, Dalton Bridgewater. Second down.
Not sure how they're defending it, but I think the outside linebackers, they play a 3-5 with or a 3-4 with stand-up outside backers coming up to the ends occasionally, etc. If that's the weak side backer, that's got to stay with the quarterback there. So 2nd and 3 for Cascade. There's a give underneath the Musgrove. Mayberry on the tackle. Musgrove drags him for the first down.
Nate Mayberry and Tyler Goodell with the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line for Cascade. A little confusion there in the backfield of Cascade. Coach has got to call a timeout.
Timeout,
Had guys on the wrong side of the field, and they're running out of play clock there. So Cascade takes the timeout with 3:44 to go in the third quarter. Our score is 20 for Crawfordsville, 7 for Cascade.
Did you guys talk anything about coaches at the halftime? I just wonder, we haven't pointed out the coaching staff. I just looked down there and saw, boy, that one assistant coach looks really familiar and kind of a young guy.
Yeah. No,
And,
we didn't discuss that.
But Mike Hammond's the head coach. This is his third year.
Third year for him.
Third year. Assistant coaches Sean Gerald, Danny Pierce, Nathan O'Neill, Aaron Keller, Scott Lowe, and 2012 graduate Mitchell Reeves, graduated with my son Joel.
Yeah, it's good to have Mitchell down there. I played golf with him at the football golf scramble. Great guy. He's in his senior year here at Wabash College, and is looking to give back to the high school team that is alum.
That's great to see. I didn't know he was doing that. So.
Brings a lot of energy.
He's a fun guy.
He is. All right, so 1st and 10 for Cascade. They have trips left, offset left. Jansen breaks through. Edwards is loose, and he finds his receiver on the far sideline about the 18-yard line.
Well, you questioned in the first half his throwing ability because they've been mostly, you thought maybe he was a running quarterback, but he's made a couple of nice throws on this drive now.
That's a strong arm right there.
Yeah, one he lofted in there, showing some touch, and that one he just burned it in there. So,
yeah, I believe it was Jared Jansen that broke through on there. Got to contain him. Easier said than done. Give up the middle to Musgrove. Barr tracks Barr on the backside.
Ryan Barr with the tackle.
Picks up maybe 2 on the play.
Second down.
Well, that front 3 for the Athenians you've been talking about. We got 72 coming out. Branson Spear, Derek Linton, number 71, checked back in. Deontay Pete, number 51, 6 foot, 260-pound junior. Then Pete and Derek Linden both in on that tackle, so the defensive line
Derek
got
Linden,
in on
number
it.
51,
Good to
Deontay
see.
Pete with the tackle.
Nice containment there by the inside guys. Edwards kept it. He's a pretty elusive guy, he's proven here so far tonight. Couldn't get away from him that time. So a big third down here for Crawfordsville as Cascade has the ball at the 19-yard line, knocking on the door of the end zone. See if the defense can hold here. Trips to the right for Cascade. Offset, we've seen him roll when they do that. Fall straight back, again pressure on him. Birdie's from the outside, takes him down. It was Goodell coming from his right side. Gertie's came from the opposite side.
Gage Curtis and Jared Jansen with the sack.
A little bit of blitz action there and paid off. 4th and very long now.
Good call from Coach Gerald there on that play.
4th and about 16.
Minute 35 here to go in the third quarter.
Here we go. Let's get loud on third down.
Well, a really big play coming up here, Rory.
Edwards back. He's going up the seam.
Nice break.
Elliott Stewart got his hands in there. Great defensive play.
He was open. May have thrown it a little bit behind him, but Stewart made a great break on the ball there to knock it away. There again, the defense bent, but they didn't break when the Cadets got down there in scoring territory.
Looks like they ran a seam route with all of them, and Stewart broke on the football. Got there just in the nick of time. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Crawfordsville at their own 25-yard line. Drive it all the way down.
Well, if we could get one of those long, sustained drives now and take the rest of this quarter and 4 or 5 minutes off the next quarter, that could break the Cadets back.
Johnson out to the left side to Elliott Stewart, makes the first guy miss. Takes it up to the 40-yard line before he's taken down by a couple of Cadets. Same hitch route it looked like, and then Elliott just made the first defender missed and got away from him. Gained another 6 yards.
Offensive line gave Johnson time enough to throw there. Picked them up. Good job by the offensive line.
So again, 1st and 10 from the 40. Pistol formation.
First down and 10, put the ball at the 40-yard line. Trent Johnson,
Out to this side, looks like it was deflected from the defensive end there. So that'll fall incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard
Johnson's
line.
pass incomplete. Intended for number 5, Connor Smith. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I was reading the paper about the team's motto this year is together. Coach says we will measure our success on how well we do things together. It's a great team chemistry is very vital in any sport. Probably maybe more so in football than I don't know if it's any more important in any other sports or not. It's the teams that have success are the ones that just have good team chemistry, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, football, you got 11 guys out there with 11 jobs.
Yeah.
And so you need all 11 of them doing the right thing.
And they're all different personalities, too.
Exactly. So Goodell took that last carry up the middle for a short gain and bring up 3rd down from the Athenians.
Looks like we might get one more play off here in the quarter, 10 seconds to go.
Trips to the right. Cascade's bringing their backers again. Trent's rolling out.
Going to be about a half a yard short for
Connor Smith.
Johnson's pass complete to number 5, Connor Smith.
Hauls it in just shy of the 50-yard line.
You know, Johnson threw that ball low, but that's a good, you throw him back across the middle like that. He threw it where the only guy that's going to catch it's going to be his receiver.
Yeah, that was a good pass. It's, you don't want, like you said, you don't want to loft that thing up there. Then you get guys in pursuit chance to catch up.
Yep.
So that's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Crawfordsville 20 and Cascade 7. When we resume play, it'll be 4th and half a yard for the Athenians right at midfield.
The highest quality services to our area athletes and their families. Franciscan St. Elizabeth Health Crawfordsville and Franciscan Physician Network Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, inspiring health.
That was easy for you to say, Glenn. We moved up the fourth quarter.
Out of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, it's 4th down for Crawfordsville.
All right, 4th and short.
Basically, the Athenians need to get to midfield to pick up the first down. Again, in that pistol, so he's got to run a long way just to get to the line.
Johnson keeps it himself and easily.
Very gave him a little help there. I think from behind just kind of shoved him forward. So
if he wouldn't have stumbled, really had another 5 on him.
At least that's what it looked like to me. I got 58-year-old eyes, so sometimes things don't look like what they really are, I guess. Got any more scores there? I see
a Tri-West score. West Lafayette scores again. It's now 21-7. West Lafayette over Tri-West.
Western Boone leads Sheridan 26-0.
Pistol formation.
Frankfort leads Western 24-8.
Give to Goodell up the middle.
Tyler Goodell, the ball carrier.
Gain of about 3 on the play. Will bring up 2nd and 7.
Off the gate with the tackle. Brings up 2nd down for the Athenians.
Lafayette Central Catholic is beating Delphi 44-0.
Yeah.
7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Saw one point there where Anthrop had 7 rushes for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's a fast guy. Very elusive.
Bill, you on the motion. Johnson keeps it up the middle.
Well, that high
Picks
snap,
about
again, that's one thing they're going to have to work on.
Yeah, high snap, it can really throw off the timing.
Yeah.
Brought down by 55, Jesse Van Ness, and 82, Austin Gates. Brings up 3rd down.
We're talking about bad snaps. It looks like the last West Lafayette score against Tri-West, there was a muffed punt snap and then a 5-yard touchdown pass on the next play for West Lafayette. So here we go. 3rd down for Johnson. He takes the snap. Drops back. He's going deep over the middle. He's got a guy wide open. Overthrows Bilyeu. Trailing 3 or 4 cadets. A little more air on that one like you had on the touchdown pass, and we might have had another one there, Daryl. So that'll bring up 4th and 6.
And Western Boone has scored again. They're up 33-0 now. Sheridan had a down year last year, and I know as far as their program normally pretty solid. But
yeah, Bud Wright's been there 52 years, I believe. And plenty of state champions and great football players come through that program, which is amazing to do in a community that size. So Johnson's punt is up. Athenians trying to get on it, gets away from him. It was about 5 yards on that bounce there, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Cascade at their own 27-yard line with 9:56 to go in the game. We'll see what the Cascade offense can do here.
Cascade takes over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
It's 41-7 now.
Let's see if they put the ball in the air a little more. They got to play a little bit of catch up here. Motion of going jet. They're hitting the outside corners again.
There's a hold, isn't it? Like Johnson was being held.
It's coming from far away.
They got it.
Flag on the play.
The official from the other side of the field threw it.
It looked like the back judge might have had the angle. The side judge, there was hands to chest. Call is a hold against the Cadets. We've got an injured Athenian on the field. Trying to see who that is.
Something with a 9.
39 would be Jarrett Jansen, one of the defensive ends. Looks like he could be a cramp on that right calf.
Yeah. On the field, number 39.
Well, not surprised at all to see some of that, or more of that probably here as the game wears on, with guys going both ways, and it's been a warm night. Nothing you do in practice prepares you for what the game's actually like.
No,
the adrenaline ramps things up a little bit more, and
there's always stops to play in the practice. Your drinks.
Yeah.
And the intensity typically isn't there as game speed.
Yeah, but he's up walking off, so it must have been a.
Looks like the referees are calling time to water both teams here.
Officials timeout.
That's a good call by the officials.
It's not really as humid as it was last weekend, but still,
humidity's definitely down. But
still, when you're playing a solid 40 minutes of football straight, you're going to run out of liquids. All right, so we got a pause in the action here. Let's see if we can find some other scores for those of you watching online.
Well, things have changed now, because I remember back when I played football, they didn't want you to take water breaks. It was kind of like a weenie if you had to take a water break, So you get like 2 water breaks in a 2-hour practice or something like that. So
back
different.
Trying to make you tough.
Didn't help.
No. Didn't tough you up
no.
At all.
Out of the timeout, first down for Cascade.
All right, 1st and 15 for the Cadets from their own 23-yard line. Trips to the left. Edwards is going to roll out. Throws a...
Oh, man.
Bridgewater stepped right in front. Looked like if he had it, he was gone.
Scored. That would have been an easy touchdown.
Nice break on the football, though.
Good pressure that time. Deontay Pete trying to get in there. Surprisingly quick when he's chasing the quarterback.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's a nice young man.
Yeah, I know Deontay pretty well, and he's
got to see him a lot at church and stuff over the years. And give him a ride home a few times from various activities.
He likes to have fun. He will dish it out. That was deep to guy down the sideline, and there's nobody over there for Crawfordsville. Blown coverage there.
And
lucky.
Intended for number 12, Brock Stevenson.
That was Stevenson, 5'9" senior out there. Boy, yeah, if he catches that, he's probably going to score. So, boy, 2 back-to-back plays where either team could have scored. One by the defense, one by the offense.
Boy, that was a missed coverage by a safety, not rolling over. All right, 3rd and 15 for Cascade. 23-yard line. My guess is they're going to throw it again. Pistol.
Oh, picked up the blitz.
They're rolling. Escape pressure up the middle, and he's taken down. Barb
still got him. Barb blitzed, and they picked it up, and he stayed there again, coming from that backside pursuit.
Nice pressure by the Blue.
Good pressure, yeah, as you mentioned, up front.
Brought down by
clean it
number
up.
76, Ryan Barr.
I would say the best pass
First
defense is
down.
a good pass rush.
Yeah. Well, 4th and very long now, Rory. And they do have, looks like he's back to punt. But keep in mind that is the quarterback.
Tyler Bilyeu back deep for Crawfordsville.
Bilyeu
Edwards
deep,
the punt.
about midfield. Let's see if Edwards does actually kick it away. Punt is off. It looks like a little short.
Don't let it hit you. Wow, that's a good roll.
High punt like that, I like to see the guy run up, call the fair catch.
Yeah,
They get 15 yards on the roll there.
Crawfordsville will take over 1st and 10.
The thing you don't want, it's kind of short like that. The guys running down the field don't see it and then get hit.
Yep.
But, yeah, it would have been better if he could have taken that roll out of it, just called the fair catch.
Typically, he's got a fire or a poison call or some word of alert to alert the other players to get away. All right, so here we go, run game. 8.5 minutes left. Let's run some clock here. Mayberry up the middle.
Nate Mayberry, the ball
Short
carrier.
gain, about a yard.
Tackled by number 55, Jesse
Well, the
Sandell.
Athenian defense pitching a shutout so
Brings
far.
up 2nd down.
That they are.
The only Cadet touchdown was on the deflected pass from Johnson intended for
Officials
Bilyeu.
timeout.
Tipped. Returned for a touchdown.
We had an official's timeout, maybe an equipment thing to get a player off the field here. We'll see.
They had a guy injured, number 28. Looks like he's hurting on the other side.
Musgrove, the running back. Trent's using his play clock as he should.
Yeah.
We're going to put it in the air now. Hold on to it, Trent. Let's go down. Out of bounds.
Trent Johnson, the ball carrier.
Number 3 almost tomahawked the ball out of his hand there.
Yeah.
Trent saw him just in the nick of time, but
Dangerous stuff.
that's Butler again on the pursuit.
3rd down for Crawfordsville.
Actually, would have liked for him to just go down and, one, not take the hit, but two, keep the clock running.
Yeah. Going out of bounds and stopping the clock. Advantage Cascade on that. And then it brings up 3rd and about 17.
I'm guessing we're going to run it. Keep the clock moving. But he's got Bilyeu. Can he make it? Oh! Caught at the 5-yard line.
And he's got another cramp. That's the same thing that happened in the first half. He ran him down. Number 22 ran him down, but he's got the cramp again. Wow, another great throw by Trent. Just let Bayou run underneath it.
Yeah, he's just running a banana or a seam route, whatever you want to call it, just straight up the field, and he's out running the coverage.
Did I not say in the first half that Bilyeu was open like about every time he took off? And boy, he's finding him this second half. There's number 22, that cramp, he just can't go. He can't even get off the sideline. He got off the sideline, but he's not inside the area he's supposed to be. Is there a penalty for that?
I don't know if they'll do that for an injured player. So Goodell's up the middle. No gain there.
Tyler Goodell, the ball carrier.
Goodell hit early there, and then
55, Jesse Sandell, 62.
he's kind of limping too, so unable to really fight much there probably.
Brings up 2nd down.
That ankle's been bothering him ever since the first half when he got injured.
The Athenians can punch one in here. Seal this victory. Motion by Bilyeu.
Rolling to his right, he does get rid of the ball. Smart job
Lots of heat coming there from the outside edge. Picks Trent up right as he turns around to throw the ball. Luckily, he got rid of it.
Trent Johnson's pass incomplete.
Luckily, it fell incomplete, but
Intended for number 34, Nate Mayberry. Brings up third down.
Well, how about another quick slant to Mr. Smith?
Tell you what, it was
or Elliott.
Looked like it was open earlier. We'll see what they go with.
He's like Elliott, but Elliott's on the short side of the field here. Elliott Stewart, number 2, the bottom.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. Gets past the 5-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Could that be a face mask, maybe?
Looks like it. Face mask is the call against Cascade.
5-yarder or half the distance. Not a...
Depends on what they call it. If they call grasping or...
Yeah, if it's...
It was face mask.
Depends if they call it personal foul face mask, but they didn't. So, no, so it's just half the distance.
The down
replay.
Counts.
Replay the down.
Face mask is the call against Cascade. Half the distance to the goal. Still third down.
So Johnson just keeps it, just a quarterback keeper straight up the middle. Not much there.
Nothing much. Cascade did a good job. Field goal.
So it's fourth down. DL will come in for the field goal attempt.
Well, this is basically an extra point where the ball's spotted. He's 2 for 3 on extra points so far, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Crawfordsville. Trent Johnson the hold.
So they haven't had much work, I guess, since he just came over this week. Oh, boy, Johnson
got the ball down, which is nice.
Wow.
Good deal.
That's the best kick he's had all night, right there.
Look pretty. Makes the score Crawfordsville 23. Cascade 7. So it makes it a 2-score game with two extra, or 2 2-point conversions.
Yeah. Well, I pointed out again, so far the Athenian defense pitching a shutout, so we'll see if they can keep that going.
Albrecht to come in to kick for the Athenians. Looks like Correndo is still on the sideline with the cramps.
Oh, yeah, he's still down there where they took him off the field, isn't he? Down about the goal line.
Deep is number 3, Zach Butler, senior
wide receiver. Zach Butler back deep for Cascade.
Little pop up, short in the air, thinking about number 21 for Cascade. I believe that's Daniel Natoli.
Still great field position for the Cadets.
Brought down by number 23, Stephen Latte.
Stop the clock! Stop the clock!
Clock continued to run there after the whistle.
First down from the 44 for Cascade.
See if they have them reset it.
Yeah, there's
502.
just try that. Put 502 up there and see if that. Now they got to come over and tell the coach, to tell our coach to go down and tell the.
Call it up here to the booth.
Yeah.
That's what they did. 5 minutes. 10 seconds.
That's close enough.
By the way,
So 1st and 10 for Cascade at the 44-yard line.
5 minutes exactly left in the fourth quarter.
Trips to the right with motion. Bringing everybody. It's a jet sweep. There's a flag. I guess we're going to get a hold on that one.
Zach Butler, the ball carrier, flag on the play.
Receiver and the defender were going at it there.
Back it up from about the 45-yard line, so that'll make it 1st and 19 probably. Well, he moved it back.
Holding on Cascade.
Right at the line of scrimmage, so
yep.
1st and 20.
1st and 20.
Okay, this is like one of those rhetoric questions, isn't it? You come over and you ask, do you want to take this penalty or do you want them to take it down? The answer is so obvious. That
Are the lights on? Yes. Let's take the penalty.
Is the alarm going off? Or I said light at Kirby Risk. I saw that light flash over there. I thought it was an alarm at first, but they've got a LED light that's defective. It's not very good advertisement for selling lights.
So 1st and 24, Cascade at their own 35, not quite the 36-yard line. Going trips left. Edwards takes the snap, drops back. He's rolling right. A little bit of pursuit here by the Athenians. Going back, and Pete's got him.
He ran backward right
back into the pressure. He had all night out there on the left side by himself.
That was a oops.
Brings up 2nd and long.
Pete was like, look what I found. This is awesome.
I missed the whole play. I went with the ball.
Oh.
Coach Welliver on our camera was admitting that he followed what he thought was the pass. Edwards takes the snap, drops back, scrambles to his right. Athenians come up on the pressure. Over, long, and Johnson comes down with it. Got his feet inbounds. Great catch by Trent to go up and get that ball. Edwards just overthrew his receiver. Johnson goes out of bounds right about the 44-yard line. So nice job of the quarterback to get his offense back the ball back here.
Well, good pressure back there. I believe it was number 70 for the Athenians, putting some pressure on the quarterback, Zach Morris. So 3:33 to go now, Rory. Just a matter of getting 3 or 4 first downs here, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think you're running the ball every time here. A couple first downs and be done.
Well, Goodell back in there. That ankle.
Tyler Goodell, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I might have Mayberry in there. Give Goodell a break and just let Mayberry bulldoze through there.
Brings up 2nd down.
So this is when the offensive line just buckles up the chin strap tight and pulls forward. So bring up 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Pistol formation.
They kept it again.
Take the jet. Johnson keeps it. Stay in bounds, buddy. There you go. Takes the knee, stays in bounds. Stop the clock and move the chains. Get those set. No. Get it rolling. So 1st down for Crawfordsville.
Oh, nice fake to Brinkley, the motion man there. And Trent's pretty much done that all night long, really, on that play. He's picked up big yards on that. I wonder what his total rushing yards are for tonight. He had that 52-yarder on one play, and he's probably up over 100 yards well easily by now, I would expect.
Yeah, he's really making good decisions on the read play. You know, as you get more and more comfortable with this offense, he's going to get better and better at it. So 1st and 10 again. He's letting the play clock roll down. It's at 5. Using it all. Almost bobbled the snap there. Got it off to Goodell. He's going to have a loss of half a yard there.
That one wasn't high. It was just off to his left.
Talk about 55, Jesse Van
little off center on that one.
Trent showing great maturity there for a high school quarterback. Controlling the line of scrimmage there and getting that play clock down.
Yeah, the one thing that running a pistol or a shotgun formation is that quarterback on the snap. He's got to take his eye off the field because he's got to see that ball in. I know some offensive minds talk about just seeing the ball out of the bottom of their eye.
Yeah,
that's second nature. But you got to have a perfect snap every time. I mean, that's not. We haven't had that.
We haven't had very few perfect snaps. So.
Another
high one there too. So were you under center in your high school days?
Yes, we were under center.
Everybody was still under center back in the.
Yep, it was very rare to see a shotgun back in the late '80s when I played. So timeout on the field. 3rd and 11 when play resumes, or 3rd and 13 with the ball on the 32-yard line.
Well, 1:28 left now, so Athenians.
One more first down, we should be.
Probably will.
Home free.
2 down territory, just 2 running plays. Good news for Cascade, I didn't see, but Garendo is not down near the goal line now, so hopefully got that cramp relieved again for him.
Back to the bench area. Last report I have was Southmont was leading 21-20. 10:33 to go in that game.
Out of the timeout, 3rd down.
So 3rd down here.
Hey,
the give is to Mayberry. He pulled away from the shirt tackle. He's throwing for the end zone. He's in. Wow, Nate Mayberry showing his strength.
Somebody had a hold of his shirt, but didn't slow him down at all, and he broke through it on the big play. So that's another big play for the Athenians.
Defender had him right at the line of scrimmage, or maybe even the backfield.
You're not
stretched out the shirt.
You're not going to bring him down with a shirt tackle.
Not with one hand on him.
Trent Johnson to hold.
Dial's kick is up and no good. So score will remain 29-7. Crawfordsville leading the Cadets with 1:19 left in the game.
You know you make me wanna shake that hill and up and down, do the hand up and down, throw my head back and down, come on now, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget.
What did you say that Southmont Fountain Central score was?
The notice I saw was 21-20 with 10 and a half.
Southmont.
We're still ahead. Fountain Central tried a field goal and missed. It's 6:30 to go.
Albrecht will kick off for the Athenians.
To return. Jackson Albrecht to kick off for Crawfordsville.
See a score after the 3rd quarter. Tri-West is down at 29-9.
Whoa,
West Lafayette. So not looking good for the defending state champions up there. Albrecht's kick is deep. Number 3, Butler. He's picking his way through the middle, and he's taken down around the 36-yard line
Jack Butler with the return.
20, Paul Salter.
Paul Salter with the tackle.
Well, that's one area that they'll be able to work, concentrate on this week in practice is kickoff coverage because
that's right.
Cascade has had great field position.
It's something that better be good because the more you score, the more you kick off.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have more kickoffs than kickoff returns.
Yeah.
First down for Cascade.
So Cascade, I'm sure, will attempt to get something on the board here at the last minute and 10 seconds to go in the game. Timeout on the field. Crawfordsville's calling a little timeout. Looks like they're missing some
Timeout
people.
Crawfordsville. Fans, on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m., the boys varsity
Looks like they're
tennis
missing
team
a
will take
couple
on
of people.
Rockwell here
I'm
at the high
counting
school.
9 out there.
The cross-country team.
Somebody didn't get the memo that they're going in for this last series.
Starting at 5 p.m. At 5:30 p.m., the boys varsity soccer team will take on Greencastle.
So this is when you take out your starters, you get your valuables out of there. Put Johnson on the sideline.
Will take on Riverton Park at the Crawfordsville main gym. At 6:30, the boys junior varsity
Let your
soccer
second
team will
stringers
take on
finish this up.
Greencastle at the Athenian football complex. On Wednesday at 5:30, the girls varsity soccer team will play Frankfort at the Athenian football complex. And at 7 p.m., the girls junior varsity soccer team will play Frankfort. On Saturday, August 29th at 9 a.m., the girls freshman volleyball team will participate in the Crawfordsville Invitational.
Seeing a lot of new numbers out there, which is good. Get these guys a couple snaps. However, I do see Trent Johnson on the field.
Participate in the Crawfordsville
Yep.
Invitational. That will be
Who
held
are some subs that we've got?
main gym.
See any? I don't see any.
Ethan Laboski, a sophomore, is out there at linebacker. Edwards is going deep down the middle.
Edwards pass incomplete.
A little overthrown. It looked like it took
Cole
number
Clayton.
12 a little while to adjust on that throw. He adjusted right at the last minute instead of trying
Brings up
to.
second down.
If he played more baseball, he probably had a better read on that.
Cole Claycomb was on the defense there for the Athenians.
Second down and 10. Clock stops and goes on time. Edwards is bringing up again. It's back to again.
They're one and
He's going to fire over the middle. That ball was tipped up in the air.
Edwards' pass was high to number 12, I believe that was. Off his hands. Stevenson, the senior.
Your Bruins have scored. It's 29-16 now, just starting the fourth quarter, less than a minute into the quarter when they scored.
Sounds like they're going to need a few more of those if they're going to catch up to West Lafayette.
Yeah.
So exactly a minute to go in the game. Third down and 10 for Cascade. As I'm sure we'll see the ball in the air again here.
Well, the Western Boone up 33-6. 8 minutes still left in the third over
Edwards
there.
pass complete to number 12, Brock Stevenson.
And the pass to Stevenson was complete this time for a gain of 9.
Trent Johnson with a tackle.
Or 4th and 1.
Brings up fourth down.
Stevenson's getting a lot of time back there. Or Edwards, I'm sorry. He's rolling out to his right. Pete chases from behind.
Oh.
Ball is high and falls incomplete as he's hit by Bridgewater.
Edwards pass incomplete.
Will be a turnover on downs. Crawfordsville will run out the clock and take this game home.
Dalton Bridgewater with the breakup. Turnover on down. Crawfordsville takes over. First and 10.
Well, a great way to start the season for the Athenians. Defense will have that shutout. Only touchdown for the Cadets was on that tipped from a pass from Johnson. Positive notes. The running game looked pretty. Really, offensive line did a great job, I think, on the running plays. The pass protection needs some work.
A little suspect on the pass protection. Yep. Had lots of room to run, whether Johnson was keeping it or handing it off. So Goodell ran hard. Mayberry ran hard. Johnson had a good game running the ball.
That could be it. Johnson takes a knee.
Snap, so they won't get it placed before the 25 seconds. So
no timeout.
That'll be the end of the ball game as the clock runs down the last 10 seconds. It'll be Crawfordsville 29, Cascade 7. Start the season off 1-0. Cascade will head to host Monrovia next week, where Crawfordsville will travel to West Vigo.
Crawfordsville wins 29-7.
So a good way to start off the season. Pretty solid all around. Both teams, I'm sure, have things to work on. I know that we do, and we will continue to do so. But support these guys, having a great time out there, and I guess we'll sign off.
Yeah, well, another good note: the Athenians, a few minor injuries throughout the game, but nobody had to leave the game because of an injury, I don't think. So that's always a good sign.
Great point, yeah, when you can walk away from the game without having to adjust your lineups.
So next week, the Athenians on the road down to West Vigo, the long trip down to Terre Haute. So sure, that'll be a tough environment to play in. So, but yeah, you're right. I think that's about it. Nothing else to report on. Girls volleyball's 2-0 on the year so far. Tennis lost last night to McCutcheon 4-1. 1-2 on the year. Dane Baldwin remained undefeated. So,
girls soccer 2-0 at least. I know
2-0, I think. Yeah.
Game's coming up. I heard on the announcements.
When's the next home game? They said that's homecoming.
That's 2 weeks from tonight.
Our next home game.
There it is.
Will be September the 11th versus Frankfurt.
Well, that's right. We're on the road 2 times. Yeah. September 11th. Homecoming. We'll have that game. We'll be doing all the home games. Right?
We'll do all the home games. We'll pick up 7th and 8th grade games someplace.
1, 7th, and 8th grade somewhere along the year. Maybe a soccer or youth football. Something.
We'll just see.
Stay tuned. All right, Roy.
Bill?
I guess that's it.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us, fans. We'll sign off and see you back here the next time.